Alright, hello, it's about 2:30 and welcome to this current conditions weather update, and it's brutal out there. 90 degrees across the island today. Not much of a breeze. It's very humid, dew point 71 as well. Looking at some of the current conditions across the island, in the middle of the island and the middle of the island generally, around 90 degrees, maybe some low 90s. If you go to the South Shore, of course, it's in the cooler, it's in the upper 80s, and right at the beach, temperatures are generally in the low 80s. Go further out into Suffolk County, you're in the upper 80s. And like I said, the best place to be, South Shore obviously has got the best breeze across the island. Looking at this map, we will go ahead and see that we have temperatures generally 92, 91, 91, and Carl Pledge, the dew point is 74. That's absolutely brutal. But if you're on the South Shore, Massapequa Park is 83 degrees. So a lot cooler on the South Shore. That's the place to be. Once again, 84 degrees in Bay Shore, 78 in East Patchogue. So if you're on the South Shore, it's better. Go up north, it's worth 87. East End is in the low 80s. But one thing's for sure, you can see the dew points are in the mid 70s everywhere. So very humid out there. We go toward the city. Central Park's 89, LaGuardia's 91, and we head down toward New Jersey where it's hot. Toms River, 91 with dew point of 72. It's actually just as bad here as it is in Toms River, which is in the middle of the island at least. If you're on the South Shore, you're great, but middle of the island is definitely not. With everything else going on, the weather sucks here too. It's just hot. 91, so you got to go to the South Shore to get some relief. This is a current conditions update, so I'm not going to get too into the tropical systems here right now. But let's look at Marco. It has weakened. Marco has weakened, so we're just going to look at the warning cone here because it is really forecast to just become a depression. It's undergoing a lot of shear. Max sustained winds are only 40 miles an hour, so it's not really that much of a storm anymore. The one to watch, of course, is going to be Laura. That's the one to watch, and that's holding its own there. It's it's at 60 mile an hour winds, 69 mile an hour sustained winds. Tropical storm warnings in effect for Cuba, and this could hit as a hurricane again, and a pretty strong hurricane once it hits. And it's moving at a good clip. So max sustained winds in here 60 miles an hour, and it's moving at west-northwest at 20. So right now it is south of Cuba, but it will be getting into the Gulf, and when it does, it's going to strengthen. And a landfall sometime Wednesday night into Thursday for, looks like they still have parts of Louisiana in the cone, but we were looking at the models last night, and it looked like that Houston and the Galveston area was going to be the hardest hit, but we'll see how the models evolve, and we're going to look at that later. Let's look at the radar right now. We don't really have any thunderstorms over Long Island, but they are developing elsewhere all around us. You'll see a bunch of them up in Connecticut, some of them severe. There was a warning out around, looks like east of Meriden, and then so there are some up there, there's some off to the west, but right now no activity across Long Island. So that's going to be it for this weather current conditions update, and we'll have another one for you later. And it's a brutal one out there.